Ooh! Hey yo! What is up, everybody? My stream is being a little goofy, but I think we are live. Yes, I see people. What's up? I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Santiago, Lucas, AR, FNAF Glitch. How's it hanging? Sorry about last week. I wanted to live stream, but some personal stuff happened and I just wasn't really feeling it. Like being in front of a camera or something. I don't know. But I figured I would try to live stream a little bit early today, and then maybe try to go a little bit later just to try to make up for not streaming last week. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Yes, I really hope to get to Lonely Freddy's nose today. I really want to hopefully get his whole head felted or fleeced. I don't know what this is. It's a fabric. If we can do that, and then maybe do his ears as well, that could be pretty cool. Let's see here. There it is. I did want to show you guys this actually, real quick. I don't think I ever mentioned this, but I built this little stage thing nearly a year ago. I was gonna try to do like a tutorial for it, but I'm so bad at making tutorials, my motivation dipped really hard and I just didn't. But basically it's the little Lonely Freddy stage thing from the story. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a little chipped with paint and stuff, so like I'll probably have to repaint it eventually just before I actually use it in anything. But basically it's got the little plastic piece that the Elmos rest on in the package for like display purposes. So I glued that around the side there, and then I attached him by the little clips that held him originally. And then if I set him to try me mode, he can kind of just dance on the stage a little bit. So he ain't gonna go anywhere because he's attached here, and it like wiggles around his feet. So I think that's pretty neat. I kind of probably should have mentioned that way sooner. But I have it, so it's just like cardboard, foam, and like googly eyes. But yeah, so I'm gonna take him off of this now, which is kind of easy, kind of annoying, because like these little plastic things could be a little finicky. But yeah, it's just this like display thing and these little clip pieces that sort of lock into these pieces on the bottom of his feet, and then that's how I attach him to this thing. But yeah, I figured I'd just show you guys that real quick. I'll probably display him on that when he's finally done, like finished completely, just because I think it fits pretty well. Yeah, it was like a year ago. I'm pretty sure it was in December or something, and I was like working on it, and then I was just like, and then I forgot about it. So, my bad. Yeah, Lonely Freddy had the best stage ever. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for the art video. I'm gonna close the submissions, or whatever I'm calling them, on the 7th at midnight EST. So if you still want to put some like When Fate Comes Knocking fan art or something in that for me to possibly see, feel free. You still got time. You just gotta be old enough to join the Discord. And yeah, I guess we'll just sort of jump into it. So my thought was I'm just gonna cover his head in all of this color, and then once all that is done, I'm gonna go over his whole body, most of his whole body, with this kind of light brown shade. So his belly, his nose, or like his top mouth bit, and I think I might put a little bit on his hands to do like a little paw print kind of thing. Just like dot, 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 and then like a little something. I'm not sure. I'll get to that when I get to that. We still gotta make his bow tie, his nose, finish his eyes, his little top hat, and his ears. So we'll see how far we get, but I hope to get a bunch of this done today. Oh goodness. Speaking, how's everyone doing this week? It's kind of been a weird one for me, but I'm doing okay. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to glue it up here and then make sure it still works, because it's a little tight here, but it should be fine, I think. Nice. You're from Argentina? That's cool. I'm so bad at pronunciations. Even in English, I'll be real. I can't fucking read, bro. Like, I think I have dyslexia. Like, I haven't, like, been texted on it, but I can tell you 1000% spelling is very difficult for me. And that's just on the everyday sort of thing. There we go. I think once I finally get all this foil covered up, he'll start to kind of really actually look like Freddy. Which, well, he's got a little face mask. England. Dang, that's far. What time is it there? Just out of curiosity. Because it's about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I try to go live usually. What time is it for everybody in the chat? I'm kind of curious. Where's everybody located generally? You don't have to get me a ton of details, just I'm kind of curious where everybody is. Time isn't real, let's be real. Let's be so serious about that. Time isn't real. Hey, you're about my time, FNAF glitch. Ben seems to be about an hour behind. You gotta catch up, Ben. You're slacking. I'm just joking. You're way ahead of me. Yeah, if you're overseas, it's gotta be. Is it almost night for you, or is it morning time? I don't know how time works. I don't think it's real. Not in like a conspiracy theorist way. Just in like a, I know I'm always correct kind of way. But what year is it? It's night for you? EA props. Nighttime. Well, don't get any spooky nightmares. Those friggin' suck. Do I know about... I don't even know how to pronounce that, so no. Do I know about... I'm gonna butcher this. Sprunky? I don't even know what that means. So, I don't know what that is. TADC. What's that stand for? TACE. What's it stand for? My brain. Oh, my nerdcore card is disappearing. Guys, I'm a nerd, I swear. Oh, the Amazing Digital Circus. That's what that means. Okay. You guys want me to make some stuff from that? That could be kind of cool. I've seen a few bits of the show. I don't know who Kinger is, but I love him the most already. And I'm not even watching the show. It'd be really weird if I just totally butchered that and that character isn't even in the show. I forget what his name is. The chess piece, dude, that's crazy. Did I get that right? I think I did. It is Kinger? Okay, cool. Haha! Nerd knowledge restored. I know some things, guys. Come on! Come on! Will I ever make something from Doctor Who again, or nah? I mean, probably not. I haven't really been a big fan of that show in a long time. Mostly for personal reasons. Though I did have a... I used to really like Doctor Who. And I'll just put it this way. My ex also really liked Doctor Who. And when we broke up, it just is one of those things where it's like, I don't really want to think about this anymore. So, like, I like the show a lot. Like, all the classic ones. 10th Doctor is my favorite. But, I mean, I'm not really actively watching the new stuff. I saw they brought him back somehow, but I have no clue how they justified that in the lore. Time travel shows be like, it just works, guys. It just works. Like, yeah. I was gonna hit the camera. Ooh. What's gonna happen? Was gonna hit the camera. Now I am gonna hit the camera. What are you gonna do about that? Look at my dirty carpet. Haha. I would like to formally request to not quote me on the quote, "Look at my dirty carpet" quote. That just sounds kind of weird. I feel like there's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not brave enough to find it. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to knock you over that hard. I just wanted to give you a little shove. Kind of embraced the RP a little too much. When I do the outro for the stream, I should use one of the arm blasters from When Fate Comes Knocking. Oh, just to like show it off. That'd be kind of fun. Might be able to do that. You didn't hear that. What would my mother think? Actually, I don't care. I still want to try to get that shoulder-mounted POV thing figured out. It's just I just haven't really had time to work on it because I've been working on so many other stuff. That and just like my job IRL has friggin' sucked. No, don't quote me on that. No. I just disintegrate like that one emoji. Okay, almost got it covered. I'm going to see it better there. I'm gonna probably paint a little line down the middle of his nose for the detail there instead of trying to make it like actually, you know, 3D shape. It's 3D shaped. I don't know how to words. How do I words? I think I'm just making noises at this point. Ugh. Okay, guys, give me something to talk about. I need to ramble on something. Just ask me random stuff. I'll just probably answer it without a lie. But I make no promises. There we go. Think that'll do it for that part. Next comes the fun part. By fun part, I mean gotta get some more fabric first. Y'all know me, I'm not too careful with how I cut my fabric. I just sort of grab a hunk of it. What's my favorite thing ever in the world? Boobs. Good night, everybody. Okay, not actually. Well, I'm not actually gone for the night. What I said still stands. I friggin' love them. Who doesn't? Well, I mean, I guess there are some out there. Wah, wah. On my planet, that joke was hilarious. This should probably work, I think. Oh, is my live stream lagging? Don't do that. No lag, please. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, here goes nothing. pull that so it's kind of taut. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. That moment when the thing kind of does what you wanted it to do. Yo! Yo! He still opens his mouth, which is a good sign. Pretty sure the way I did it with Helpy was I just folded this back like so, and then I like just chopped it and like put it all on there. I might do it a little different for this one. Turn on the camera every time. Ooh, he's a wizard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna glue him like this, and then I'll just sort of fix this top bit because the ears will hopefully kind of cover the seam a little bit. So that's my current plan. Let's see how it works. And luckily with this fabric I got, it's kind of relatively stretchy, so it works pretty well when I need to pull it over like non-flat surfaces, like rounded stuff. It still works pretty good. Hey Sky, can the council have a gold ring taken by the Prime? Ooh. I mean, if the Prime is able to get their hands on one, yeah. Kind of rare. I don't know what it is about these classic YouTube free songs, but like this one specifically just kind of goes hard in my opinion. Kind of just vibing to it, to be honest. I don't know. He's not a good elf. He's a good gnome. Another right ring. That's true. That's a way higher class material. It's very good for offensive maneuvers. Yo, Goofy, Productions, what's up? He's gonna have a little triangle on the back of his head, but that'll be fine. I can live with that. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Ooh, drinking a Dr. Pepper. That sounds friggin' awesome. I love Dr. Pepper. Though I'm pretty sure all y'all know that already. No more Mimic. Well, you won't like what my next plan to build is. It's the mimic! Anyway, spoilers. That live stream's gonna... I can already tell the chat in that live is gonna be hilarious. The Prime should collect all the different types of rings. That'd be kind of neat. Alright. Now. I accidentally made a dog animatronic. I think this happened in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Scott Cawthon was like, whoops, might as well run with this. That looks like a dog, right? Am I crazy? I feel like that's Sparky. Yeah. Or is it Bub now? Bubba. Isn't that the guy from Forrest Gump? Bubba? I think, therefore, now he's got a volcano for his head. I gave him a, does this look like I scalped him? It's his brain. It's in there. Ah! Don't mind that. That one was an accident. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Gray Rat 102. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I'm gonna just sort of glue this seam down and then just sort of do my best to take this bit and fill that gap in. But it might just be easier if I'm standing. Shoot a zombie Balloon Boy. Still hate that Balloon Child. Yeah, I'll say Balloon Boy was definitely one of those more interesting characters to come out of Five Nights at Freddy's that have just sort of stuck around for some reason. I low-key think it's because Scott Cawthon thought the reaction from the fan base on how much they hate him was funny. So he just has been putting him in everything. I don't know. Like, I like the design of Balloon Boy, but the mechanic, oh my god. Stress. Nothing but stress. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Ooh, I have been getting a bunch of scripting done lately, so I'm really stoked on that. Hopefully I can get some more done later today, maybe. After my live stream. I've kind of just been working on it while watching movies and stuff. And I've actually kind of fallen into a pretty good rhythm. So I've been making some pretty decent progress, which I'm pretty happy about. But that's just me. The script is friggin' massive, though. Gonna munch on some Taco Bell soon? No fair. I wish I had some Taco Bell. Hey, what's up? Steel Commander 14. Welcome back. I'm doing alright. Kinda just vibing with it, you know. I'm here for the ride. I was gonna say something. What was it? Oh, I remember. Somebody said something about zombies, and it made me think of the new Marvel Zombies show or movie. I think it's a show that's coming out. Some people don't like the look of the trailer, but I thought it looked okay. I thought the fact that they're actually putting gore in it this time, considering in the Marvel What If series, they kind of, how do I say this, like PG-13'd their way around zombie gore, which is like fine, I guess, but like, I don't know. I have so many vivid memories of Marvel Zombies, the comic book. Like, I remember picking that up and reading it and being like horrified at everything in the book, but also like, I don't know. It was cool. So, hopefully, I don't know. I hope they do it justice. Not that the What If wasn't good. It's just I feel like the Marvel Zombies could have been done way better. Do I know the driving in my car meme? Yes. Yes, I do. I low-key have listened to that song on Spotify unironically for like the past week. Driving in my car right after a beer. I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, FNAF Glitch. Did he modify his hand? I don't know if I can answer that without spoilers. DUI, I love how you die. Why'd they make the song go so hard? That's all I want to know. Like, they didn't have to do it, like, they didn't have to do it so hard, bro. Thoughts on the FNAF beatbox? I don't think I've seen what you're talking about. Is it new? If it's new, I have no idea what it is. If it's old, I also probably have no idea what it is. You know, I think I just don't have any idea what it is. He's slowly turning into Helpy, and I kinda love it. Ugh, what's something else I could yap about? Ooh, I did go to the thrift store again recently, and I found a couple things. Well, I think it's like one thing that I have that I haven't shown you guys yet. which is pretty cool. So maybe I'll show you guys that at the end of the live stream. I like the idea of doing like a little segment on my live streams of like thrift store finds, just because like I really like going there for like prop inspiration and stuff. I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. Alright, top of his head is all done. Now for the back of his head. You want me to shoot the arm blaster at the end of the stream? I might be able to do that. Circuit spawns in. Yo, what is up? How's it hanging? Static by Miku. I don't think I've heard that one specifically. Maybe, maybe I have heard it, but I don't know what, like, the name of it or something. I'm kind of weird when it comes to music. I don't really have, like, a favorite genre. More just, like, a bunch of favorite specific songs. I don't really have a good explanation for it besides that. So it's like, I'll absolutely love one song by an artist and then never have listened to any of their other songs. I don't know. It's just kind of like how I do music. Why have you been summoned? I don't know. You want to hang out? We're just vibing here today. Comes the fun part of his lower jaw. This piece will probably work. Hey. Pull up a chair, stay a while. We just vibing. How are you today? Can I put LEDs in the arm blaster for the glow? Not really, to be honest. I always add the lasers and stuff in post. The actual weapons are just props. They don't do nothing. You're back. Where'd you go? Alex the Green Bonbon. I got any Foxy ones? I did at one point. I got Funtime Foxy and Withered Foxy. I made FNAF 1 Foxy and gave it to CG5. I don't know if he still has it. He did use it in a music video though, which was kind of neat. What else have I done? I customized the action figure Foxy a couple of times, which was fun. 4 Foxy puppets? Y'all know my own catalog better than I do. Ah. Alright, it's getting there. Still got a bit to tape down. By tape, I mean glue. Don't know why I said tape. But Put a big old blob on there. Big old blob. Alright. Ooh. Heck yeah. I'm kind of loving how he's beginning to actually look like the thing I wanted him to look like, and it's making me very happy. He got the Quagmire jaw. Yeah, his mouth is a little larger than Helpy's. You can kind of tell. Helpy's doesn't go all the way to the side of his mouth, and then Lonely Freddy's does. So he's like, meh. Versus, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. What happened to his eyes? Oh, you don't have eyes? Oh, are you just listening to the stream like a podcast? I'll try to talk more to make it more interesting for you. I'll try to get to his nose today if I can. Something about adding the nose always makes the face come together pretty well. Like on all of my characters, I don't know what it is. Like it just feels off without the little nose on there. And once you get it, it's like, boom, let's go. Nose wouldn't work. Too heavy. Nosy? I don't know what nosy is. I swear, you guys are just making up new horror games at this point. Or new franchises. Cheese is just a loaf of milk. I mean, I can't necessarily say you're wrong about that, but I'm not gonna say I agree. You ever just have to make a noise? I think it's an autism thing. But sometimes I'm just vibing in like a dead silent room and like nobody else is around and I'm just like just like out of nowhere, and I'm just like, man, I am autistic. Like in a silent room at like 3 a.m. The tism is strong in this one. Somebody's making a 10-foot tall robot? That's kind of cool. What are they gonna do with the robot? Hopefully it won't turn out like Age of Ultron or the Terminator. He's planning to let it loose? What? Oh, that's cool. You're gonna cosplay as When Fate Comes Knocking characters? That's sick. I love that. You'll have to either tweet me a bunch of photos of the costumes or something, because I would love to see how it turned out, or turns out once you get it done. Ah, yes. William Afton, my go-to Halloween costume. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for Halloween this year. I think I just went to work, to be honest. All my coworkers were boring and didn't dress up as anything. Though, to be fair, on the night crew, there's like 4 of us. Bada boom, baby! Hey, Peter! Cool, he can still move. That's a good sign. Let's go! Alright, now all we have left to put fabric on is the back of his head and like slightly under his jaw here. And then all this will be painted silver. And we got his ears and his top hat and nose left to do. I know, he looks so silly. I love him. He's just a little dude. Just a little goober. Yeah, I'll probably do like a painting live stream next. If I can get every little bit done on him here today. But we'll see. Like I said at the start of the stream, I'm planning on going a little longer than normal. Just because I missed last week. So. Yeah. I love it when all my cords get messed up. Cut the cord! Sorry. Let's see here. Do I have a bit that I can snip off easily? No, it's a rectangle. Ah! I'll just have to improvise again. Could we name the lonely Freddy Elmo Hank? Hank would be an awesome name. Okay, I don't know where Hank came from, but that's funny. They really said, name it Hank, and then gave no explanation. Yeah, cape time. We love a good cape. Who doesn't? Capes are awesome. Just don't fly next to a a plane. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, I think this will work for what I want it to do. I just gotta trim it. Trim it. Trim, trim, trim. I should probably read what y'all are saying. What'd you say? Yo, lizard attack. What's up? Welcome. Which When Fate Comes Knocking character out of all the ones I've made so far has the best design, in my personal opinion? Well, I guess I can't really show any new ones. So if we're going off of just like chapter 3, I'd probably say Abacus. It's probably one of my favorite designs. It's pretty simple all over, like across the board, but something about TV heads are friggin' awesome. Why no eyes? He doesn't need to see yet. He's just taking a little nap. Yo, what's up? On Quacker 5. How's it hanging? What's up? Welcome. Welcome back? Question mark? Yo. My opinions on the famous skibbity up, yup, yes. Oh my god. I think at the time it was really funny, but now it's kind of played out a little too much. To the point where I'll like annoy my friends with like skibbity. Like I'll say skibbity to just like, oh, that's cringe. No more, I thought we were past that. Wah, wah. Can you make a song for your live streams and videos for me? I mean, if you wanna like make stuff, I won't like complain, but I'm not really actively looking for custom music at the moment. But thanks for the offer. Okay, this bit is gonna be a little annoying. Pizza pie or pizza? I just say pizza. Unless it's like a deep dish or something. And I'm like, that is delicious. That's what that is. Was that the bite of 87? I'm now realizing for like a minute I didn't say anything and I was solely commentating in my brain. Unfortunately, you guys can't see what's in my brain. But I'll just put it this way. You don't want to Goofy. Make a Fredbear with the crying child. That could be fun. I technically made a Freddy or a Fredbear plushie already, like the golden one. I think he's chilling over on the shelf there. But I assume you're talking about like a full-size thing. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna trim off a ton of this excess here. Ooh, big comments. I'll try to read those in just a sec. One sec. The woman behind the slaughter. I mean, I am wearing purple, so. If I could be in any FNAF game, which would I want to be in? Well, I'd say pretty much every human character has something bad happen to them. So I don't know if it would really matter, ultimately. Like, if you're not in Afton, well, that's not even true. A lot of Aftons freaking die of that. It's FNAF. You have a question for me? Sure. You don't have to ask a question. You can just sort of ask it. I try to answer the ones I see and read and are like appropriate. Do I wish to see Freaky Freddy tonight? I'm not exactly sure if that is a Five Nights at Freddy's reference or something completely different, but probably not. I got plans tonight. Probably gonna play some VR with a friend. I had to get up really early. That's a lie. I stayed up really early because I had a doctor like telehealth thing just to sort of figure out some more of my meds and stuff because I had like an issue. But the earliest I could get was like 12 p.m. so like just past noon. And last night I worked the night shift and I got home at 6 a.m. and then I was like, damn it, I gotta stay up so that I don't sleep past this thing because it's really important. And then I was like, damn it, I haven't slept in like 26 hours. But then I got it all figured out with the nurses and I went to bed for like 3.5 hours and then I woke up and started live streaming today. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, it's all going well for the most part. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Yes. We've almost got his whole everything, except for his ears technically. felted, which is freaking awesome. Here comes the annoying part, apparently. Alright. Ooh, you know what's a good movie that I watched recently? Inception. That movie's really cool. And the visual effects goes pretty hard. I went to the thrift store one time, and I don't know if y'all will believe me on this, but I went to buy some like used movies, and I saw Inception there, and I was like, oh cool, I don't own Inception, I should purchase this because it's only a couple bucks and I want to watch this movie again. And then I come home from the thrift store and find that I already had a copy of Inception. So now I have 2 copies of Inception. And I completely forgot about the first one for some reason. Which I think out of every movie I could accidentally buy a second of, Inception is kind of the funniest one. Just like if you know the movie and how trippy it is and stuff. I just thought that was funny. Roblox is genuinely cooked for real. Yeah! I haven't done anything with Roblox in freaking eons, dude. Like, I knew the game was popular with, like, younger kids. I didn't really realize it was popular with older people as well, if you know what I'm saying. So, that's some sus shit right there. For real, yes. I feel like Roblox is gonna get fucked over a ton of these things. The funniest thing is I don't even know if it was a real one or not, first of all, but I had somebody email me from like Team Roblox asking for me to do a sponsored thing for them, and I considered it for like a day, and then all the crazy Roblox shit happened, or like not happened, but like got talked about a lot more, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do a Roblox sponsor after all. So I didn't, and here we are. Okay, let's see here. Nearly done. I just have to add a little bit more here. Hire Chris Hansen. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I friggin' love Chris Hansen. I used to be all over those like TLC shows, especially the like the Murray show, the one where it's like, you are not the father. That one, oh my god. That show is wild. Like, it's so fake, but also it's so fun. Like, I don't know. They don't do it like they did in the early 2000s. Maybe that's just a bias in me, but I'm always right, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I should make sure not to cover that. Okay, noted. I almost just covered this little actuator? Is that the word? It's the bit that the mouth is connected to. Don't want to cover that. So I'll just cut this piece a little smaller. I did it again. Again! Oh my god. Alrighty. I think I could probably put like a tiny little triangle piece right there, but I'm not gonna do that. There is his head, officially fully covered. And he still does stuff. That's a plus, right? Right? I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Oh, fuck. I mean, silly moment. Let's see here. No. What's everybody saying in the chat? Oh, technically filming. You don't have to feel sorry about not donating. You, like, please don't feel obligated. Like, I appreciate the donations, but it's not like that big of a deal if you can't. Like, don't feel bad. What's the Roblox drama? I feel like we're gonna just say ask your mom. Sky, it's my birthday. Could you wish me a happy birthday? Oh my gosh. Happy birthday. Mysterion Rise. Nailed it. Hope you have a good day today. Hey, what's up? Yeah, let's get some happy birthdays in the chat. Okay. I think what I'm gonna add next is his nose. So I'm gonna. There we go. Let me pull up a reference photo so I can get the general shape. Lonely. Nope, that's not how you spell. Lonely Freddy. Images. Okay, yeah, his nose is kind of like a slight triangle shape. Okay. It's not crazy big, though. It's like if this was like 3 sections, it would be like just barely 1 in the middle there. Okay, let's see. What foam do I have? I have some foam. I'm just gonna try to free trim one. See how it looks. Pull this so you guys can see it better. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Chill vibes all around. Fingers crossed. Hope y'all are doing good out there. I know times are kind of tough right now. Believe me. But I'm glad that y'all are here. Just in general. I don't know. Sorry to get randomly sentimental. That's so gross and homosexual of me. Ah! I'm gay! Oh my god. What am I saying? Sometimes I just start talking and hope the sentence ends well. And then other times I regret opening my mouth. Okay, this is the example I'm gonna show you guys. A nose makes everything. See this? Kind of looks a little weird. Looks kind of like a coconut. Take a random piece of foam. Probably have to trim it a little more, but put it right there. Suddenly you got half a Freddy Fazbear. I dropped it. Okay. I'm gonna hit this with my heat gun really good and kind of give it like a crease in the middle so that'll work better on this curve bit. So, stand by. I don't know how I did it, but something about my stream key when I hit all the keys to change the camera's perspective, sometimes it'll just make the chat box on my live stream page get really small. I don't know why. Alright. Holding it on this so I don't burn my fingers. If you're wondering what a heat gun is, it is essentially a very heavy-duty blow dryer. And it can start fires. So you want to be careful with those. So now I'm sort of holding the foam in half here, giving it this crease. Hopefully. I'm not too worried about the little bits on here just because it'll get all painted black to begin with. But that's just me. Oh yeah. Freddy, you ready for your nose? I forget what they told me to say when I put his nose on, but I'm gonna put your nose on now. Freddy Fazbear, Freddy for Freddy. Nope. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Here goes nothing. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. SpongeBob! There it is. Bada bing, bada. Ah! Looks a lot more like a bear suddenly, even though he doesn't even have ears. Alright, let's switch this. You can kind of see he already looks more like a bear just because of his nose. Ta-da! Alright. I'm gonna try to make his ears really quick. Ooh. I have never started a fire with my heat gun before, but I have set it down and then bumped it, and it is not fun. I'll just put it that way. Okay, I need something to get the perfect circular shape, so I'm just going to use this cap. Kind of just press it. Do it twice. Hello. Now we take the scissors. Trim it a little bit better. I guess I should probably put his eyes on there at some point too. Maybe we'll try to do that next after the ears here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm taking 2 pieces of EVA foam with this like textured back, and I'm gluing them together like that so it'll be smooth on both sides. And then I'll show you what I do next, but let me just lines up best. That's pretty good. Smudge it around and then put it where it needs to go. It kind of looks like a little macaroon, not gonna lie. Here, let me move this closer. $504 balloon boys. That sounds like the worst nightmare of all time. Alrighty. 1. Now for 1 more. Who has read Lonely Freddy? I'll be the first to say I technically haven't read the story. Oh god. I haven't read any of them, to be honest. I've just sort of always watched Daco doco synopsis videos on him. He did pretty good, like, he went into lots of detail with them, so I thought it was good. So I like a bunch of them, but I've never sat down and read them myself. Though I will say the original trilogy of books, like The Silver Eyes through the Fourth Closet, was really good, and I have listened to that on an audiobook, but I haven't actually read it. I'm not very good at reading, to be honest, so I usually like audiobooks when it comes to quote-unquote reading material. Something about the nose just makes him look really like Freddy suddenly, and it makes me happy. You did the same thing. Hell yeah, twinsies. Alright, here's the secret for getting rid of these lines on this annoying macaroon shaped ear thing that I'm doing. It's just hot glue. So you just sort of put a blob on there like that. Ugh. Then you use the end of the hot glue gun. Kind of just work it around. I highly recommend not touching the hot glue while you do this. Mostly just because it's hot. So just be careful. But you can always sort of fill in a lot of seams and imperfections with hot glue sometimes. And yeah, this whole bit will be covered in fabric anyway, so it doesn't have to be like perfectly smooth or nothing. But yeah, so that basically smooths it out all the way around compared to this one. There's this one. So, yeah. Sometimes you might have to use a little more hot glue in certain spots if the angles aren't quite right, but as long as you kind of keep rotating it, as long as you don't put like too much hot glue on it, it should dry relatively quickly. And then if you get any weird bumps on it, you can always use the end of the hot glue gun to kind of smooth it out as well for those kind of purposes. Like, yeah. So there's both of his little ears. That's cute. I still gotta make him a little top hat though. Oh god. See, this is why you don't want to grab it while it's still slightly warm. Whoopsie. It wasn't hot, it just stuck to my finger, so it gotta re-smooth it a little. There we go. Okay. There. I was thinking I was gonna turn this old pill bottle into his hat or something. I don't know how wide his hat's supposed to be actually. Let me double check that. His hat is kind of weird shaped, to be honest. I just looked at it. It's kind of like an upside down cone. I might say screw it and just do the hat like how I did Helpy's. Basically just a cylinder. Yeah, I don't really care for that much accuracy. 'Cause that just sounds like a pain. But yeah, let's see here. Excuse me. Ooh. What's your favorite letter? Yours is personally lowercase h. Now that's a good choice. My favorite letter is Z, or Z as some people call it. British people. Because it reminds me of my favorite time of the day, sleeping. If I won the lottery, I would probably pay my credit card bills, to be honest. Sorry to burst your bubble. Crafting's fun, though. Anybody can pick it up. He's got like a little, like alarm bell on the top of his head. Ah! Just wee-doo, wee-doo. Let's turn this off. Well, that's way darker in my house than I thought it would be. He's starting to look like a Freddy. Kind of looks like shape-wise, he kind of looks like Lefty, almost. A little bit. What's all going on in the chat? No, I haven't heard of that song before. I'm not the most well-versed when it comes to other franchises besides Five Nights at Freddy's. So apologies for that, but yeah. Now this one I'm gonna try to use the X-Acto knife for, just because I want the circle to be good. Like that. I have a slightly larger circle. This one larger? Oh, that's smaller actually. Yeah, I'll work with what I got. Okay. I'm trying to think of what to talk about, but I'm kind of just drawing a blank on most stuff. What have I been up to? Well, I said it already, but it's mostly just been scripting. But I've been making really good progress, and I have been filming a few things. And I plan on filming much more. But yeah, I'm gonna actually cut a little concave, I think that's the word, bit out of the middle here, just so that the hat fits a little better on the top of his head. There we go. So I cut a little indent so it sits better, kind of, hopefully. Trim off all these bumps. Wow. That's beginning to look like a Freddy Fazbear, I think. A little bit. Horror. Okay. These will be like there, I think. Okay. He's beginning to actually look good, and I'm very happy about that development. There we go. Sort of push that down a little. And this will go right like so. Yeah, baby. There's my little man. It's coming together. Let's go. Fuck. Don't mind that. All part of the plan. It wasn't part of the plan. I think his hat is just solid black too, now that if I remember correctly. Something about the little orange cylinder on the top of his head makes me think of Mo from WALL-E with his little alarm bell that pops up. I don't know. I think it's really cute. His hat might be slightly crooked, but whatever. Oh my god. Lonely Freddy. He's lonely because he don't got no eyeballs. Excuse me. I'm gonna use some of these. For his, well, I guess I should probably put fabric on them first. That'd be easier. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to. How big is Helpy's ears? Okay, yeah, Helpy's ears are a little larger, so I'm gonna grab some foam. Don't mind me. My house is a mess. Oh God. Oh God, it's all gone wrong. Oh, there's a bow tie. I can just put this one on him. What do you guys think? I don't know why this is still in my box here, but it is. Do I not have any thin foam? Why do I have all this thick foam? Ah! That's not even foam, that's cardstock. What the fuck? That could work, maybe. Okay. I got some foam. I guess it's about the same thickness, but just flat. I'm gonna glue it on there for the ears a little better. Here, there we go. Okay, so. Working with what I got. Ooh. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am adding a third layer to get this little ring effect here on these. So I got to chop out a little circle on the inside of these and then glue them on there. I think that could maybe work. I will do this flashlight instead. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening in the chat right now, but y'all seem excited, so I'm just happy to be included. Oh my gosh. Oh, this still works. That's wild. I think that was from my Enard cosplay. Do I work at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza? Not yet, but I did send them my resume. They said they have a kind of lame job available, though, for me. Some about night crew. Do my parents support me? Good question. Well, if I ever talk to them again, I'll ask them that. Let's just say it's complicated. I do work the night shift. And it friggin' sucks. Like, it's chill, but also it kind of completely destroys your sleep schedule. So I feel like Michael Afton, tired ass motherfucker trying to just stay awake. Average night shifter. That part was pretty accurate in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Not so much the murderous robots, but I mean, they got the night crew bit down pretty good. Pretty accurate. That's true. Life is wild and you'll never know what's next. Yeah. I'm just here for the ride at this point. That and to make cool stuff for all the little all the little gay people in my phone. I want to make them happy. So I'm here for that too. At least I haven't been Freddy spaghettied. That's true. There's always a silver lining. What are my thoughts on Has Been Hotel Season 2 leaks? That's a really good... Let me say something. I personally think on the Has Been Hotel Season 2 leaks that I haven't watched that show. Oh my god, why does my screen keep shrinking? Wait, this is a problem. There we go, I fixed it. Yeah, who knew? Retro on a budget. Heart. I can't do it very well. Heart. Shout out my mod crew. There's like 3 of them. No, I think there's 4? Yeah. They all cool. I think I say this every time I do a live stream, but for some reason I always end up working on the thing in my lap out of the camera view. So I'm just like, ah, shit. Did it again. Alright. Alrighty. I think that ought to do it for his ears. Oh, work on with me. I'm gonna just use some of this scrap fabric and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with it. So first, just sort of coat the inside of this bit here along with the edge of the ear hole. Then we take the fabric, squish it, squish it, squish it. And then you want to kind of pull it taut a little bit so that everything kind of works properly. Like that. And then you want to just make sure you bring it to the edge here with the hot glue so that it won't go nowhere. It. Then once that hot glue is dry, you'll trim it and then work around the side. So I'm gonna let that dry for a sec. Oh, this is still slightly sticky, but whatever. Should be able to use it. I don't know why I said that like that, but I did, and we're here now. How long till I open my own pizza joint? Good question. I'll have to look to see if there's any like training programs out there. Maybe I could find like a diner to customize and make my own, you know. Start my own franchise. Maybe salvage some old animatronics from the back alleyway. I don't know, usual stuff, weekend plans. Aw. You guys flatter me. I just like making stuff, and I'm at least okay at it, I think. I have ideas in my brain, and I try to make them reality. I don't know if that sounds pretentious, but it's the truth. Oh damn, we've almost been going for 2 hours? What the fuck? Wow, time really flies. Time isn't real. Alright. I want to at least finish his ears today. I was hoping to get to his eyes as well, but maybe I'll do that off camera. Save it as like a surprise or something. Because I am going to do a full-blown showcase of this dude once I finish him. Just like how I did for the little, the bendy one. Just cause. Might as well, you know. So you guys will get a close-up detailed look at him with a much higher quality camera once he's done. But until then, just sort of consider this like a little sneak peek. Might be able to finish him next week if I can paint everything. Guess we'll have to wait and see though. Where am I keeping the Elmos? Oh, good question. They are kind of just vibing on the floor over there. And then one of them is on my wall, crucified. Low-key, I was like, I wonder if I tried to sell the crucified Elmo, if anybody would actually try to buy it. put that up for auction. Alright. Now that those are both done like so, what we do next is this one sticky? No. Wrap the sides. And then we'll do a little circle and slap it on the back side. Once that's all done, sure. Sort of. This guy's chainsaw. No! My chainsaw! I need that for my sawing and my chains! That sounded way funnier in my head. What's the best FNAF game and why? Ooh. Well, this is gonna be mostly personal opinions, but I feel like the first FNAF Help Wanted game kind of ended up being like the best FNAF game out there. I don't know. Might just be personal bias because I actually own that one and I've played it and I friggin' love VR. But also it's really scary actually playing that shit in VR. I don't know. I really like that one. Plus it introduced Glitch Trap, which I think is a really creepy slash almost kind of underutilized character. I just like the design a lot. I don't know, something about when Help Wanted first came out and Glitch Trap was first spotted and everybody was like, oh my god, that's so freaky. Because he would have like a random spawn rate in the menu area. And then sometimes he would be like really close to you, and that always freaked me out. To the point like whenever I came back to the main menu, I was like, oh god, he's probably right behind me, isn't he? And then I would like turn around and he's not there. I'd just breathe a sigh of relief. One time I did turn around and he was like, he straight up was like right there behind me, and it just, screamed. It's very spooky. I like that game a lot. I do own the second one, but I haven't played it a ton. Maybe I'll try to give that a whirl just for funsies sometime. Like I've watched everybody play the second one and stuff. It's just being brave and playing it myself is the hard part. But yeah. Okay, we've almost got it. Just gotta put a little circle on the back here. This is a lot of work. Go. I would be Funtime Foxy. Ooh. I like Funtime Foxy. I spent way too long making a Funtime Foxy puppet back in the day. It might have been my most popular puppet TikTok at the time, too, because I remember gaining like a ton of followers after that. I don't think I've ever really gained that many followers since, to be honest. But I don't know. I'm on that grind. It doesn't really matter on how many followers I got as long as I'm having a good time. And besides, the followers I do have are freaking awesome. Shout out you guys. I should stream it. I've kind of wanted to live stream VR before, but I have no clue where to even start. And like, I'd hate it if like I'm playing VR and the stream messes up and I'm just still in VR. I don't know. Something about that just makes me not want to try it for like a live stream. But I mean, there's a ton of other YouTubers that have played it and stuff. I just kind of want to play it on my own, because I don't think I would complete it. I think I would just play a couple of the minigames. I want to try the DJ Music Man minigame, because that one looks fun, but I just never got around to it. That and all the repair ones. The repair ones from the first game, those ones friggin' slapped. Like, those were awesome. Okay, this ear is officially mostly done. Now we just got this one, and then hopefully can finish this up. Get off of there. Excuse me. Subnautica? No. I owned Subnautica. I played it for like 10 minutes. Never again. And the worst part is because I had owned it on Steam, it just automatically got like a VR port, I guess. Because, like, I also have it in VR. Subnautica in VR is unnerving as hell. I hate the ocean and everything it stands for. So Subnautica is one of those games I cannot play. I'm, like, debilitatingly terrified of the ocean. Like, that's not even a joke. Any of you know what thalassophobia is? That's one of the things I got. It's meme time, it's meme time. That's right. I said it. Goodness. Trying to power through these ears really fast so I can attach them, because I would like to see how he looks basically completed. Oh, don't mind that. Where's Bill Cipher? Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. I actually moved him, because he used to be up on my shelf over that way, but now I was sort of rearranging stuff on my wall to add Pianosaurus and the mirror here. And yeah, long story short, let's see. Nope. Ugh. He is directly above my lamp, so it kind of just works. He's stuck to the wall, so I don't know. It's kind of cool because, like, with the lamp on, he's just got like glowy aura. I don't know. Alright. Challenge me to do a game of Among Us. I played Among Us VR, and then I got banned. Apparently, openly talking about THC on Among Us will do that to you. Lesson learned. Though I will say, I have been playing VR chat a bunch with a friend. And there's like an Among Us game mode on there that's really fun. It's like better than the actual Among Us VR game, to be honest. But yeah, I've been playing that a bunch lately, and it's fun. I'm actually probably gonna play more of that later tonight, because I was talking with that friend the other day, and we were like, we gotta play again. So after I'm done live streaming, I'll probably text them. See if she wants to play. But that's just more for like a personal thing. Not really into live streaming video games as much anymore. It's fun, but it gets expensive really fast, and I don't have the money to constantly be buying new games and stuff. Though I do like these chill building streams. These are kind of my bread and butter on like what I like to do. This and like actually editing like good YouTube music videos and things. I don't know. Ooh, mobile Among Us is pretty fun actually. I used to play that back in the day with some besties. We all have it on our phones and kind of just sit in the same room and play it on like a LAN mode. It was fun. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this wooden dowel rod and nip it into some smaller segments. Technically only need 4, but this ended up making 5. Actually, I just launched one, so we only have 4 after all. Let me switch this. Which one is it? Is that it? That'll work. But yeah, so these I'm gonna poke into the side here. Don't mind Helpy. Like Helpy's ears here. Just sort of go from there. Oh my god. I wish I could edit like I used to. Because, like, I used to have all the time in the world to do it. And then now that I got, like, a job and bills and shit. Ugh. Getting the motivation to edit is half the battle. But, I mean, I have actually been getting some more stuff done lately. On that Poppy Playtime video, which is freaking awesome, because that's been in the works for forever. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to finish that within like, I don't want to give a specific time, but I hope y'all will enjoy it when it's done. The J word, job. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. That was not my intention to remind you of capitalism at a time like this. I'll take full responsibility. So I'm putting them in at like a slight angle here. And then this top one I'm gonna put flat in his head. I don't think you can see that, right? Like, kind of like that. I suppose. So now we'll do this one. I want them to kind of be post, so right here. That. You gotta move your fat cat out of your spot because she stole it. Oh! But she stole it fair and square. Go. They kind of look like ducks. Quack, 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 quack. They do not need to be nearly this long. So just... nip these off a little. I might need to get new scissors soon. I've tried sharpening these in the past, but it kind of just doesn't work all that good. Maybe I've used them to a little too much. Though I have had these scissors for friggin' ever. I'm just making these a little pointed so they'll stick into the side of his head easier. Fun part. Want them angled up? I think I want them angled up just a little. Something like right here. I just work at a store. It's nothing crazy. That looks pretty good. Let's glue that in place then. And then I'll just make the other one match it. Oh my god, tiny withered Freddy? You have a mountain of plushies. Honest W. You're real for that. I have quite a few myself. And I had a friend over one time and they called it my autism nest. Because it was just like a pile of plushies I was sitting in. And it's just that has stuck ever since. Like it's my autism nest. Yeah, baby. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Look at him. Something appears to be missing. I wonder what it could be. I think we just officially finished building the majority of him. All that's left for build-wise, I suppose. Let me pull this up. Alright, I'll just do this one. All that's left build-wise is basically the little details. So I need his bow tie still, his eyes, of course. The reason I haven't just glued on the googly eyes already, like how I did with Helpy, is because I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to be using these really bright green lights in his head to hopefully make him look even more spooky. But that's going to take longer than just gluing them onto there. So I think since we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes, woo! I'll probably wrap up this live stream in just a sec. But yeah, I just need his eyeballs, his bow tie, and I think his teeth. And then I'll double check later if he has eyebrows or not. Because sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. That and maybe he's got little rounded cheek things. I'll double check everything probably next week as we finish him up. And yeah, hopefully we can finally finish him within 1, maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 1 week if I do another extra long live stream instead of just like an hour. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I think somebody said something about me grabbing one of my arm cannons before I end the live stream, so I'll do that right now. Actually, wait, before that, welcome to the segment I am calling Thrift Store Finds. Just random stuff I found at the thrift store that I might turn into future projects or things. When I buy it, I don't really have a specific plan in mind for it. But if I see something that I think looks cool and could be useful for something, I'll pick it up if it's pretty cheap. And this week, or I guess technically like last week, but I bought this, which I think looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like a Space Marine, but it's just like a plastic Halloween mask. It's not like the strongest quality, but it is kind of like a little bit on the stronger plastic side. So I bought it because I thought the pattern was really cool and I might turn it into something eventually. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I just think it looks cool. I don't think it's actually a Space Marine. It just reminded me of that like blue armor, kind of mixed with like Blue Beetle almost. Like, I don't know what this is from, but I think it looks really cool. I think I only paid like $1.50 for it too, so boom. Weekly thrift store find, or at least most recent thrift store find. $1 for like this really cool mask thing. We'll see what I use it for. I don't know. I'm gonna go grab my arm cannon now. Wait, what if I just use both of them instead? I could put this one on this arm. Oh god, it's full of spider webs. I could put this one on this arm. And then I can put this one on Ah! Prepare to die. Yeah, so I have two of them. This one is the staff one. It used to be the rocket launcher from the Area 51 music video, but just backwards and turned around. And then this one was the demon one, where it's got like spikes and like weird tentacle-y things popping off of it. Anyway, I don't think I can get these off, so I'm going to attempt to end the live stream. Wait, let me... Where's my mouse? Oh god. Nope. Wait. Almost got it. I think. Come on. Where'd my mouse go? Where did it go? Where am I?